The National Testing Agency (NTA) released the JEE Main 2025 City Intimation Slip on its official website on 10th January 2025. Candidates who had completed the registration were able to download their city slip by using their application number and date of birth. This slip provides information about the city allotted for the examination center. Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. Like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to press the bell icon. Candidates can access and download their admit cards from the official website jeemain.nta.nic.in. The first session of the Joint Entrance Examination JEE Mains 2025 is scheduled to take place on January 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 28th, 29th, and 30th, 2025. As per the official information, the admit cards will be issued 3 days prior to each exam dates. The Joint Entrance Examination JEE Main, formerly All India Engineering Entrance Examination AIEEE, is an Indian standardized computer-based test for admission to various technical undergraduate programs in engineering, architecture, and planning across colleges in India. The exam is conducted by the National Testing Agency for admission to Bachelor of Technology, Bachelor of Architecture, Bachelor of Planning programs in premier technical institutes such as the National Institutes of Technology (NITs), Indian Institute of Information Technologies (IITs), and government funded technical institutes GFTIs, which are based on the rank secured in the JEE Main. It is usually conducted twice every year, Session 1 and Session 2, commonly known as January session and April session. It also serves as a preliminary selections and eligibility test for qualifying JEE Advanced for admission to Indian Institute of Technologies (IITs). Since mid 2019, the JEE has been conducted fully online as a computerized test. Before the National Testing Agency (NTA), the JEE was administered by the Central Board of Secondary Education (CBSE). The examination consists of only 2 papers. Paper 1 for Bachelor of Education, Bachelor of Technology courses, and Paper 2 for Bachelor of Architecture and Bachelor of Planning courses. A candidate can opt for any or both the papers. Paper 1 is mandatory, a computer-based test CBT called online mode from 2018 onwards. Until 2018, there was an option between offline pen and paper based mode and online computer mode. The examination was conducted only in offline pen and paper mode till 2010. In 2011, as per the order of the Ministry of Human Resource Development, CBSC conducted paper 1 in computer based test CBT mode for the first 1 lakh candidates who opted for the same, while the remaining students took the examination in the conventional pen and paper mode. The number of attempts which a candidate can avail at the examination is limited to 3 in consecutive years. As of 2018, the top 2,24,000 rankers of JEE Main will qualify to take the second and final level of examination, JEE Advanced. This number of 2.24 lakh is not fixed. This may vary as per difficulty level of paper of JEE Main. In 2010, the Ministry of Human Resource Development announced plans to replace JEE with a common entrance test for all government engineering colleges, which will be called Indian Science Engineering Eligibility Test ISEET by 2013. Accordingly, proposed to set up National Testing Service, which will be an autonomous and self-sustained agency to conduct this new common entrance test. The JEE Main also serves as a preliminary requisite examination for joint entrance exam in advance. In 2024, National Testing Agency reduced joint entrance examination mains syllabus to reduce pressure and stress among students and to meet the same syllabus structure as that of NCERT revised books. In the latest 2025 information brochure, the syllabus remained same as of 2024, but National Testing Agency reduced the number of questions in section B of paper 1, Bachelor of Education or Bachelor of Technology, from 5 out of 10 questions to be attempted to 5 out of 5 questions compulsory with negative marking. The exam is offered in 13 languages, namely English, Assamese, Bengali, Gujarati, Hindi, Kannada, Malayalam, Marathi, Odia, Punjabi, Tamil, Telugu, and Urdu. The AIEEE was introduced in 2002 since the newly established NITs, IITs, and GFTIS wanted an entrance examination paper of a higher standard than the Common Engineering Test CET, which was formerly used for admission to all non-IIT engineering colleges and some state government colleges, also in few states, including even RECS and IITS, owing mostly to the rising competition and the goal of maintaining the exclusiveness of such institutes of national importance. It was renamed to JEE Main in 2013. Until 2018, the examination was held both in pen and paper and computer based test mode, as well as held in the first week of April by the Central Board of Secondary Education CBSE. It is conducted by National Testing Agency in CBT mode only from 2018 onwards. The 2020 and 2021 exams were postponed and conducted later in the same year due to coronavirus pandemic. 2021 was the only year throughout JEE Main history when a maximum of 4 attempts were given to the students. In general, for the rest of the year, most students took the JEE Main exam in either 1 or 2 attempts, even though a maximum of 3 attempts is allowed during 2 consecutive years. The JEE Main paper comprises 3 sections based on the subjects maths, physics, and chemistry. Students majorly bother about maths and physics, and thus having a proper syllabus before the exam is essential. All candidates are waiting for the release of their admit cards to attend the exam. However, before the admit card is released, National Testing Agency will first issue the exam city slip. It is also important to note that candidate must bring a government issued ID along with their admit card to the exam centers. Acceptable government documents including PAN cards, Aadhaar cards, driving license, passport. Remember that without the admit card or valid ID, students or candidates will not be allowed to enter the exam hall. When candidates receives the JEE Main admit card, make sure to check the following important details: candidate's name, father's name, date of birth, gender, category, candidate's eligibility status, application form number, exam center, exam date and time, candidate's photo and signature. Important instructions for JEE Main. To do this, candidates can visit the official website and use the application number and password to download the admit card. Alternatively, they can also enter their application number and date of birth to access the admit card. First, to visit the official website of National Testing Agency to download the JEE Main admit card. On the home page of the National Testing Agency website, look for the link related to the JEE Main admit card 2025 and click on it. Enter the application number and password and click the sign in button. After successfully login, JEE Main admit card will appear on the screen. Download the admit card and take a printout for further use. Students appearing for JEE Main must follow the dressing guidelines to avoid any trouble at the exam center. The JEE Main dress code 2025 for male and female candidates. Students appearing for JEE Main must follow the dressing guidelines to avoid any trouble. Male candidates taking JEE Main should adhere to the following JEE Main dress code 2025 for males on the exam day. Candidates should avoid wearing any clothing that contain metallic elements. Metal objects create issues during pat downs and therefore should not be worn. Students are prohibited from wearing a cap or muffler or any fabric on their heads. Candidates should dress in lightweight, comfortable attire to prevent discomfort while taking the exam. Wearing of any kind of jewelry or ornaments is completely forbidden. Avoid wearing accessories like goggles, rings, bracelets, or similar items. Footwear containing thick soles is prohibited. Numerous female applicants now participate in National Testing Agency JEE Main 2025 exam. The female applicants must adhere to the JEE Main dress code 2025. Listed the dress code for the female candidates who will be preparing or participating in the JEE Main 2025. Candidates should not wear any types of stole, dupatta, or scarf. Students are prohibited from wearing any types of jewelry or ornaments. Application should not don any metallic accessories or any fabric items that have metal in them. Applicants should dress in light and comfortable attire considering the session and weather condition on the exam day. Applicants should refrain from wearing bangles or similar accessories. Important guidelines for JEE Main 2025. Student go to the exam location a day prior to the exam day to familiarize themselves with the route and travel duration, thereby avoiding unforeseen circumstances on exam day. Students should arrive at the exam center at least 1 hour early to prevent any last minute issue. Students are required to bring their JEE Main 2025 admit card, a passport sized color photo, and a valid photo identifications. Applicants should be aware that they cannot take the exam without any admit card, photograph, and a photo identity. Students are not allowed to bring any banned items such as mobile phones, study materials, electronic devices, or any similar items to the JEE Main 2025 examination location. Students are required to uphold the code of conduct during examination and must refrain from engaging in any misconduct.